September 18th is the most dangerous sign for several zodiac signs. Daily Horoscope. Friends, September 18th will bring a powerful astrological wave, and for several zodiac signs this day can be especially dangerous. The stars warn, be careful, because the energy of space will be especially tense today. Which zodiac signs should be on the alert and what should be avoided in order to get through this day with minimal losses? Subscribe to our channel and click on the bell so as not to miss the most important astrological forecasts and be aware of all cosmic events. Remember, this content is entertaining and created for your pleasure. Aries. September 18th will be a day of increased caution for Aries. The stars warn that this day may be a real test when your fiery energy encounters unpredictable situations. Aries, you will have to pay maximum attention to all your actions and words. On this day, your habit of acting on impulse may lead to unexpected consequences. Conflicts with colleagues or superiors are possible at work. Your straightforwardness and desire to be the first may not be perceived as you expected. It is better to refrain from harsh statements and hasty decisions. Try to keep your emotions under control, because even a small spark can ignite a big fire. You should also be careful in your personal life. Your partner may perceive your words and actions more acutely than usual. Pay attention to loved ones, try to avoid arguments and be more patient. Sometimes it is better to make concessions than to try to prove your case at any cost. September 18th is a day when moderation is important for Aries. Don't take on too many tasks at once and avoid putting unnecessary pressure on others. It's better to focus on one important task and complete it thoroughly, while maintaining inner peace. Taurus. September the 18th of may be a day of emotional turbulence for Taurus. The stars warn that your usual stability may be disrupted by sudden situations that will require flexibility and quick adaptation. You will have to step out of your comfort zone and show what you usually try to avoid: speed and decisiveness. There may be problems with finances or unexpected changes in projects at work. Your ability to plan may encounter unexpected difficulties that will force you to reconsider your strategies. Be prepared for the fact that not everything will go according to plan, and try to stay calm. Do not panic if something does not go as expected and look for alternative solutions. There may be tense moments in personal relationships. Your loved ones may expect you to be more flexible and understanding, but today you will find it difficult to compromise. Try to avoid conflicts and do not get into arguments, especially on financial matters. Pay attention to your emotions and try to find a balance between the desire for stability and the need to adapt. Taurus, this day will be a test of your strength, but if you show flexibility and wisdom, you will be able to come out of it with new life lessons. The main thing is not to succumb to stress and remember that even the most difficult situations have solutions. Gemini. September 18th for Gemini is a day when the stars advise you to be extremely attentive to your words and actions. Your natural sociability can play a cruel joke on you if you do not control the flow of information. On this day, everything you say or do can be interpreted incorrectly, so be especially careful in communication. Misunderstandings and conflicts with colleagues are possible at work. You may find yourself in the center of gossip or inappropriate discussions, so try to keep your thoughts to yourself. Avoid jumping to conclusions and resist the urge to start arguments. It is better to focus on your tasks and not get involved in other people's problems. In your personal life, you should also be careful. Your partner may misunderstand your words, which will lead to unnecessary arguments. Try to express your thoughts as clearly as possible and avoid harsh statements. On this day, it is better to listen to your loved ones and devote more time to dialogue than hasty decisions. Gemini, the stars advise you to slow down and pay attention to details. This day will require awareness and caution from you. Avoid unnecessary activity and do not try to do everything at once. The calmer you are, the fewer risks will accompany this day. Cancer. September 18th will be a day of emotional instability and possible trials for Cancers. The stars warn that your emotional sensitivity can become a source of trouble. Cancer, you are usually used to relying on your intuition and deep feelings, but on this day your vulnerability can lead to unnecessary conflicts and tense situations. In the work sphere, clashes with colleagues or superiors are possible. Your ideas may be perceived incorrectly, and any criticism may be painful. Try not to take everything too close to heart. Your emotions may prevent you from soberly assessing the situation, so it is important to remain cool. Avoid making serious decisions on this day. It is better to postpone important negotiations or projects to a more favorable time. In your personal life, September 18th also promises to be difficult. Your loved ones may notice that you have become more sensitive and touchy. Any careless word can cause a wave of indignation in you, even if it does not carry bad intentions. It is important not to inflate conflicts and not to look for hidden meanings where there are none. Try to spend this day calmly, avoiding unnecessary conversations, especially on sensitive topics. The stars advise Cancers to focus on inner peace on this day. Avoid stressful situations and do not enter into conflicts. Instead, find time for meditation or another way to calm down. This day can be difficult, but restraint and wisdom will help you get through it without losses. Leo. For Leos, September 18th will be a day when their royal confidence and charisma can turn against them. The stars warn that your natural inclination to leadership and desire to be in the spotlight can face unexpected obstacles. You will have to exercise maximum caution and prudence to avoid unnecessary conflicts. Difficulties are possible at work associated with excessive confidence in your abilities. Your desire to dominate and lead can be perceived by colleagues as pressure or even aggression. Try to moderate your ambitions today and not demand more from others than they are ready to give. Perhaps it is better to take an observant position than to try to control everything and everyone. The personal life of Leos may also be threatened by tense moments. Your loved ones may feel pressure from you or accuse you of excessive desire to command. Try to be more attentive to the needs of your partners and avoid conflicts. This day requires more flexibility and diplomacy from you than usual. The stars advise Leos to reduce their activity and not try to attract everyone's attention. Focus on introspection and try to understand where your desire for leadership can create problems. If you show wisdom and patience, this day will pass calmly, and you will avoid unnecessary quarrels and stress. Virgo. September 18th for Virgos can be a day of unexpected challenges and difficult situations. The stars indicate that your tendency to criticize and desire for order can cause conflict. Virgo. You usually master any task, but today your attention to detail may be excessive and cause discontent among those around you. There may be moments at work when your exactingness towards yourself and your colleagues will be perceived as excessive perfectionism. Your comments and suggestions may be perceived critically, which will cause tense relations with colleagues or management. Try to soften your statements and not insist on your opinion at all costs. This is not the best day for setting strict boundaries and demands. You should also be careful in your personal life. Your partner may feel uncomfortable because of your excessive criticism or persistent desire to control everything. Try to show more patience and gentleness, because even the closest people may not withstand such pressure. Instead of looking for mistakes in the actions of others, try to pay more attention to support and mutual understanding. The stars advise Virgos to be more flexible and less demanding of themselves and others. This day can be a lesson in tolerance and the ability to find compromises. If you can let go of control and accept situations as they are, you will avoid unnecessary conflicts and maintain peace of mind. Libra. September the 18th of May be a day of real strength testing for Libra. The stars warn that your usual harmony and balance will be disrupted by unexpected situations. Usually you try to avoid conflicts, but today the atmosphere around you will be filled with tension, and you will have to make an effort to maintain inner balance. At work, disputes with colleagues or superiors are possible. Your diplomatic skills may be questioned, and your decisions may be criticized. Try not to enter into open conflicts, even if the situation requires an immediate response. Instead, remain calm and seek a compromise. It is important not to succumb to provocations and avoid harsh statements that can aggravate tension. In your personal life, September 18th may cause misunderstandings with loved ones. Your partner may feel that you are not paying enough attention to their needs, or your words will be perceived incorrectly. Try to be especially sensitive in communication and avoid ambiguity. This day requires more patience and understanding from you than usual. The stars advise Libra to seek balance within themselves today, even if everything seems unstable on the outside. Your ability to maintain harmony will be tested, but if you can remain calm, you will overcome any difficulties. Try not to get involved in arguments and conflicts. It is better to step aside and let the situation develop naturally. Scorpio. For Scorpios, September 18th will be a day of strong emotions and possible conflicts. The stars warn that your natural magnetism and passion can aggravate the situation around you. Your habit of acting decisively and without compromise can work against you if you are not careful. It is important to monitor your reactions and not give in to irritation. Tense moments are possible in the professional sphere. You may feel that others are resisting your ideas or that someone is trying to undermine your authority. Scorpios, you usually solve such problems without unnecessary words, but today the stars advise you to show restraint. Avoid conflicts and try not to react to provocations. It is better to focus on your work and let the situation develop naturally. Your personal life can also present you with surprises. Your partner may feel pressure from you or your tendency to jealousy, which will lead to an aggravation of the relationship. Try to show more trust and less control over the situation. If you can refrain from impulsive actions, you will avoid unnecessary quarrels. The stars advise Scorpios to be especially attentive to their emotions. This day can be a test of your ability to control internal impulses and find a balance between passion and calm. If you can remain cool despite the pressure, you will emerge victorious from this day. Sagittarius. September 18th will be a day for Sagittarius when their desire for freedom and independence may encounter unexpected obstacles. The stars indicate possible problems with the environment that can limit your activity and create obstacles on the way to your goals. Sagittarius, you usually easily adapt to any situation, but today you will have to be especially careful. Conflicts with your superiors or colleagues are possible at work. Your desire for innovation and the desire to move forward can be perceived as a threat to the current order of things. It is important not to try to change everything at once. It is better to stick to a smooth approach. Avoid abrupt steps and criticism that can cause a negative reaction. In your personal life, you should also be attentive. Your loved ones may feel a lack of attention from you, especially if you often get carried away with your projects and ideas. Try to devote more time to your loved ones, be patient and listen to their needs. Even if you want adventure, remember that for harmony in relationships it is important to maintain a balance between personal ambitions and caring for others. The stars advise Sagittarius to slow down and focus on what is really important. This day can be a lesson in tolerance and understanding of other people's boundaries. Avoid hasty actions and try to find a compromise in any controversial situations. This will help you maintain inner peace and avoid conflicts. Capricorn. September 18th will be a day of intense trials for Capricorns. The stars warn that your usual control and desire for stability may encounter unexpected situations that you will not be able to resolve right away. This day requires flexibility and the ability to adapt to changes, which you sometimes lack. It is important to stay calm and not try to solve everything at once. Problems with your boss or colleagues are possible at work. Your plans may be disrupted, and this will cause you internal tension. Capricorns, you are used to everything going according to a strictly developed schedule, but today you will have to face unforeseen circumstances. Perhaps your ideas or projects will be criticized, which will irritate you. Do not rush to defend your position. It is better to listen to the opinions of others and think about the situation from different angles. Conflicts are also possible in your personal life. Your partner may feel your internal tension, and this can lead to misunderstandings or quarrels. Try not to bring work problems into the home and do not try to control everything that happens. Instead, focus on finding compromises and be more tolerant of the desires of loved ones. The stars advise Capricorns to leave the desire for strict control and focus on flexibility today. Avoid making important decisions in moments of irritation or stress. This day will pass more easily if you allow yourself to relax a little and let go of the situation. Aquarius. September 18th will be a day for Aquarius when their desire for freedom and independence can be seriously tested. The stars warn that unexpected circumstances can limit your activity and disrupt your plans. Your desire to stay one step ahead of events will face the need to resolve issues that you previously postponed. There may be delays and setbacks at work that you could not foresee. Your plans or ideas may encounter obstacles, and this will irritate you. Aquarius, you usually react to difficulties with ease, but today this can drive you crazy. Try not to act impulsively. It is better to get down to routine and postpone important decisions for another day. Your personal life can also become a source of tension. Your loved ones may not share your plans or put pressure on you, demanding more time and attention. This can cause an internal conflict in you, as you will want to maintain your freedom. Try to explain your feelings clearly, but at the same time be ready to compromise. This will help to avoid unnecessary quarrels. The stars advise Aquarius to be patient on this day and not to make spontaneous decisions. If you encounter restrictions, it is better to postpone your ambitious plans and focus on current affairs. This day will be less stressful if you give yourself time to think and do not rush. Pisces. September 18th can be a day of deep emotional trials for Pisces. The stars warn that your sensitivity and tendency to immerse yourself in your emotions can work against you. This day will require concentration and the ability to control yourself, especially in situations where everything seems uncertain. At work, misunderstandings with colleagues or superiors are possible. Your ideas may not find a response, and work processes may stall due to external factors. Try not to take everything too personally. It may seem to you that your efforts are going unnoticed, but this is not a reason for disappointment. It is better to focus on what you can control and postpone serious steps for the future. In your personal life, aggravations are possible. Your partner may misinterpret your words or actions, which will lead to misunderstandings. Try to be extremely clear in your intentions and avoid being touchy. Do not withdraw into yourself. It is better to discuss all problems openly, but at the same time restrain your emotions. The stars advise Pisces to be careful on this day and not to succumb to the influence of emotions. If you can maintain an internal balance and not react to everything too sharply, this day will pass more calmly for you. It is important to remember that any difficulties are temporary, and your emotional state should not dictate your actions.